Once in a small town lived two lifelong friends, Jason and Tyler, known for their playful rivalry and endless dares. One breezy afternoon at their favorite diner, as sunlight danced on the window panes, they hatched a bet, a challenge to push beyond their deepest fears. The stakes were simple. Each would choose a task that terrified them, and whoever succeeded would earn not only bragging rights, but the admiration of their own soul. Jason, who had always shied away from heights, despite his adventurous spirit, chose to face his fear of falling by taking on a daring bungee jump from the old suspension bridge overlooking the river. Tyler, on the other hand, was paralyzed by the thought of public speaking, a fear that had kept him silent through countless opportunities. He decided his challenge would be to deliver a speech at the town's annual community festival. The day of the bet arrived. In the early morning light, Jason stood before the towering bridge. His heart pounded in his chest as he listened to the instructions from the bungee crew. With each step towards the edge, doubts swirled in his mind, but the bet and his desire to conquer his inner demons pushed him onward. He stepped off the platform. For a brief, suspended moment, he felt both terror and liberation, as if gravity was holding him accountable for every past hesitation. When the cord snapped taut, his scream was less about fear and more about realizing that sometimes the leap of faith is the only way to fly. Meanwhile, under the bright, expectant lights of the festival stage, Tyler paced backstage. His hands trembled as he clutched his note cards. The crowd's murmur was a distant echo as he recalled every moment of silence that had once stifled him. With a deep, steadying breath, he stepped into the spotlight. His voice wavered at first, but soon, as memories of personal hardships and triumphs spilled into words, his speech transformed into an outpouring of raw, authentic emotion. The audience, caught off guard by his vulnerability, fell silent. In that silence, a powerful connection was forged, a shared understanding of human fragility and strength. As the festival ended and the community celebrated Tyler's newfound courage, a twist unfolded that neither friend had anticipated. News spread through town that a severe storm was brewing, a storm so fierce that it threatened to flood the very streets of their beloved community. While most saw despair in the looming danger, Jason and Tyler saw a chance to channel their courage into action. In a spontaneous decision, they abandoned the remnants of their old rivalry. Instead of arguing about who had truly won the bet, they combined their strengths. Jason's leap had awakened in him a readiness to act, while Tyler's stirring speech had ignited a sense of unity among the townspeople. Together, they organized an impromptu community rescue and preparation team. Their previous challenges had given them more than bravery. They had gained the ability to inspire and mobilize those around them. Working side by side, the two friends led teams to reinforce barriers, evacuate vulnerable residents, and offer comfort in the face of nature's fury. The storm raged on, but the town stood together, fortified not by bricks and mortar alone, but by the unyielding spirit of its people. In the midst of chaos, the once light-hearted bet transformed into a powerful lesson. Sometimes challenges that seem personal and isolated can awaken a collective strength far greater than imagined. After the storm passed and the town began to rebuild, Jason and Tyler stood together, looking out over a community that had been forever changed. What had started as a bet between two friends had spiraled into a movement that redefined courage. The real victory wasn't measured by who took the bigger leap or who delivered a more stirring speech. It was found in the unexpected power of unity and selflessness. The two friends realized that the essence of life is not about winning a bet or overcoming isolated fears, but about using our challenges as stepping stones towards something far greater, a future where personal triumph inspires collective progress. Their daring acts had not only rewritten their own stories, but had become a beacon of hope for everyone around them. And so, the story of Jason and Tyler reminds us all. Dare to push past your fears, for in the process, you might just ignite a spark that lights the way for many. The bet that went too far wasn't about risk. It was about discovering that true courage is measured not by solitary victories, but by the strength to uplift others when it matters most.